Hey guys, welcome to Motobeam. This is the 8th generation BMW 5 Series G68 long wheelbase 530i. It is time to drive this car today. It is now time to drive the new 5 Series. The variant which I'm driving is the 530i, which comes with a 2-liter engine, 4-cylinder unit. Of course, the exact horsepower and torque figures we'll tell you in July when the car is launched. But let's see how is the performance from a start. It's a good engine, it sounds really good, and of course it is very responsive. In fact, even the previous iterations of this engine that we have driven in the previous 5 series, that has also been very impressive. And I like the driving feel of the 5 series. Now of course this is just a first drive on a very controlled environment right here with a very nice patch of tarmac, so I cannot tell you in detail about the driving aspect on ghats, on hills, on bad roads, so we'll discuss that later when we get the car in Mumbai. But first impressions definitely are nice. The car does seem to have a fair amount of body movement at high speeds. The suspension seems to be on the softer side, and you still have that feel of a 5 series, right? Of course it is better than the G30, but I would still say the G30 is my favorite generation of the 5 series until now, the G30 530D that is. And I have high hopes from this one because overall I think the 5 series is just a very important car for BMW in India, one of the highest selling models. And the high-speed stability is actually very good on this car. The steering seems to have a decent amount of heft over here, but again it is a little also on the lighter side, so it's actually not too heavy, somewhere in the middle. Yeah, these are the first impressions. Now I'm actually looking forward to seeing how the diesel also drives. That will unfortunately be the 520D and not the 530D this time. The 530D was an absolute blast, and I think the kind of fan following it had over all these years and generations, that was something else. Maneuvering this car is actually very easy. The steering is very light at low speeds, and the car takes turns very in an easy manner, so that's a good thing. The visibility is something that I really like. The windscreen is well angled, the windows are really big compared to the previous generation of the 5 series, and that one felt a little not crammed as such, but this one actually feels airier in the cabin because of the sunroof, because of the bigger windows. I like the premiumness over here on the dashboard also, a lot of premium stuff, and it has a very clean look. So no buttons. Of course I personally prefer a lot of buttons, but I also like the clean look over here. Again, most of the controls can be accessed from the touch screen, so that is actually a negative point because you need to take your eyes off the road to look for controls over here, so that will take some time getting used to. These AC vents which you see over here are invisible, so basically there's a rubber control knob over here, and that actually controls the flow of the air. But apart from that, the temperature controls, the blower controls, these are placed on the screen, so for that again you need to look over here for the controls. Let's move the car to S mode. Did 180 on this stretch, no stress with the 5 series. It was doing it without any hassle. Also the lane keep assist feature on this car is working well, but it is also not very intrusive. The steering does keep vibrating when you go outside the lane, but it does not pull back the car inside the lane with a lot of force. So I guess that's about it. These were my first impressions on the driver's seat. Now I'll sit in the rear seat and tell you more about the comfort and the space over there. But until then, you guys also let me know your thoughts on the 5 series in the comments below. So I am now seated in the rear seat of the new 5 series long wheelbase, and of course the long wheelbase is making its presence felt over here because the space is really good. Leg space has improved. Under thigh support for the rear seat could have been better over here, and in terms of the sheer comfort, the rear seat is really good. The cushioning is just perfect, and you get these pillows over here which are very nice and comfortable. The glass area over here is really big. The windows are bigger than the old 5 series. The panoramic sunroof is bigger. Unfortunately, you do not get manual or automated sun blinds over here, which were actually offered on the previous generation of the 5 series. Apart from that, you get a massive grille over here for the speaker, and the quality is actually nice in the cabin. A lot of stuff to play around with, and you can also install an optional rear seat entertainment package if you want. Apart from that, I think the ride quality is nice. Of course, we are driving on a very smooth road right now, so I don't know about the bad roads, but this car has 18-inch tires with 55 profile, so the ride is actually a little on the softer side, and these tires, they won't be very prone to sidewall cuts unlike low profile tires. So that's actually a good thing, and that tilts the scales in favor of the comfort of the new 5 Series. Comfort wise, it is actually very nice, and I would say the ride quality is slightly better than the current generation E-Class, but the new E-Class, as you all know, is coming very very soon, and that will again take things to a higher level. Yeah, so I guess that's about it. Comfort के बारे में मैंने आपको बता दिया. In terms of features, you get the usual stuff. You get 4-zone climate control over here, and you get these nice headrests. The upholstery is also very good, and the car is going really fast right now, but I like the ride quality and the comfort on offer. I'll tell you more when I drive this car in Mumbai over a longer duration. Compared to the previous 5 Series which you see right here, this one is actually a big improvement in all aspects. It is bigger, it is more spacious, more comfortable, has more tech, but also misses out on a sun blind, which I think is because this is a pre-production car. Production version में वो सब चीजें आ जाएगी, but in terms of the driving feel, this one does not disappoint. I like the initial feel that I got from the car. Now we'll know that more when we drive this car locally for 200, 500, 1000 kilometers, and I'll drive all the variants in Mumbai. But first impressions are positive. What do you guys think of the 5 Series? What will you buy in this segment? 5 Series or A6 or E-Class or Volvo S90? बताओ नीचे comment section में.